Good afternoon and welcome to Lovington Lady Cat Softball from Walmart Digital and Z94 KZOR Sports. I'm TJ Miracle. Welcome to a breezy Portales as we start District 2026. The Lovington Lady Cats taking on the Lady Rams of Portales. A single game here this afternoon to start off the district slate. For Lovington, they come in at 9-8 overall on the year. Number 7 right now in Class 4A in the Max Preps rankings. I believe that's what they were in the coaches poll too, under longtime head coach Stephen McCraw. For Portales, under new head coach Dusty Nusser, they are 7-9 on the year right now in the number 18 slot in the Max Preps matrix in Class 4A. So a team that is definitely going to be fighting for a playoff berth. So as we get ready to start this one, we are looking at 77 degrees at first pitch time and the wind blowing out of the southwest and gusting up to 30 miles an hour. So just a typical April Tuesday, but here at the new Ram Athletic Complex, that means the wind is blowing in, so look for a lot of stuff to stay in the yard. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups while the coaches are meeting at home plate. We will start with the home team, Lady Rams of Portales. Batting first is the catcher, Addison Mayberry. Hitting second and pitching will be Amaya Lujan. In the third slot is the left fielder, Anna Lujan. Batting cleanup, second baseman, Ruth Espinosa. Batting fifth and playing third, Anetsi Acosta. Batting sixth is the right fielder, Maria Lujan. Batting seventh and playing center, Abby Nunez. In the eighth slot, playing first, Tandy Foreman. And batting ninth is the shortstop, Ashley Rangel. For your Lovington Lady Cats, on this windy afternoon, leading off and playing shortstop will be Leslie Corral. In the two slot is the second baseman, Delilah Ruiz. Batting third, playing center field, Zimmery Ellis. In the cleanup spot is the catcher, Bethany Tavera. Batting fifth and playing third base will be Johanna Ochoa. Batting sixth will be the DP, Nini Hernandez. Nini will be hitting in place of Jezreel Quiroga, who takes the mound. Batting seventh, playing first will be Shaylin Dunlap. In the eighth slot, playing in right field, Braylon Hernandez. And batting ninth, playing in left field, will be Bailey Garcia. So the teams have, or the coaches I should say, have met with the umpires, and the teams will be coming out. We'll be doing the introduction of teams here in just a moment and getting ready for the start of District 2026 from here in Portales. We'll take a timeout for the national anthem, come back with the first pitch. This is Lovington Lady Cat Softball on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, vac trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services, 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth.
Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Back here in Portales, getting ready for the start of District 2026, the Lovington Lady Cats and the Portales Lady Rams. I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you with us on a breezy afternoon from the High Plains. Lovington will be wearing the road blues with the white pinstripe, white letters and numbers, Wildcats in script on the front. For Portales, they are in the home whites with the black letters and numbers and the red trim, and Portales on the front. So ready to start this one off. The Lady Cats at 9-8 on the year and want to make a contest of this one. Portales has played some absolutely wild kind of games this year. They knocked off Clovis 3 out of the 4 they played them. One of the games they played them a couple of weeks ago, the final score 30-27. No, they weren't playing football. That was a softball score. So yeah, they are a team that when they get the mats moving, they can be very, very dangerous, but sometimes their pitching kind of lets them down. Lovington, of course, traditionally a very aggressive squad at the bat, and if they can figure out a Maya Lujan early, it could become a long or short afternoon, depending on your perspective. So Leslie will step in, and we are ready to go for the opening game of the district season. Just a singleton today. They'll play a doubleheader at our place in a couple of weeks. So Lujan will kick and fire, and the first one is on the outside corner, called strike one. And the district season is underway. Lujan in the ring. Mayberry is her catcher. We'll set the rest of it, does the washing machine motion, and fires that one inside. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Foreman, Espinosa, Rangel, Acosta. On the infield from first to third, it is Lujan, Nunez, Lujan in the outfield, left to right. 1-1 delivery on the way, swung on, and that one is off the glove of Lujan. It kicks over to Rangel, who tosses over to first, but not going to be in time to get the speedy corral. So it'll be an infield single for Leslie, as Lujan having to come back across her body to try and knock that one down. And got a piece of it, but I'm going to score that one as an infield single. So Lovington in business here early in the first. So 1 on, nobody out. Delilah Ruiz steps in. She'll show bunt and bunt that one right back to the screen, foul for strike number 1. So a no ball, 1 strike count. Runner at first is Corral, who reached via the infield single. Playing in at third is Acosta, thinking about the bunt from Ruiz. Everybody else pretty much just their normal positions. Outfield in, which makes sense with the wind coming in, as that one will be high, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count, top of the first inning. Lovington with the leadoff single, Corral standing at first. Foreman playing even with the bag, but not coming in. The 1-1 pitch, and check swing, and holds it up, as that one will be inside for ball number 2. So the 2 ball, 1 strike count. Of course, we are inside, and I am very appreciative of that on a windy afternoon. But we don't get a lot of noise in this booth, but a beautiful facility. The 2-1 pitch showing bunt, pulling it back. Double clutching is Mayberry and fires down to second. Rangel cuts it off, but sliding in safely with the stolen base is Corral. Leslie will have the stolen base, and it is ball 3 at the plate to Ruiz. So now a Lady Cat in scoring position. Top of the first inning, nobody out, and a 3-1 count to Ruiz at the plate. And the pitch swung on, and Ruiz takes that one back to the screening and knocks off somebody's phone who, Portales person there, I guess, doing their own video streaming kind of thing. And that'll run the count full to Ruiz. So a full count to Delilah Ruiz as Lujan, the washing machine motion comes in, and that one is shot foul down the left field line and out to the fence. Delilah getting around on that one early, was waiting on that pitch from Lujan. Saw one she liked, but got around on it just a skosh early. As Coach McCraw comes out and says, all right, just wait on it a little bit. Lujan backs off the rubber. Now she's back on it. Plays slightly to the first base side. Payoff pitches up and away. Ball 4. And so 2 on, nobody out. First walk of the game issued by Lujan. So now we come to the bigger bats in the lineup for Lovington as Zimmery Ellis. Zim is definitely a home run threat. Not sure how much it's going to be today. You'd have to get all of it without a doubt to get it out of here with the wind blowing 25 miles an hour in. And the first pitch to Zim is up and away, ball number 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count. I apologize in advance for any shoddy camera work. I am flying solo this afternoon. Well, we got games going on everywhere. And the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Got her to chase one down low as Lujan just ran that one by her. And evens the count at 1-1. So Ellis at the plate, 2 on, nobody out. As Ellis going to come over and they're going to exchange her bat. We'll get one maybe she likes the feel of just a little bit better. Remember with the open stance, puts the toes right on the line. And the 1-1 pitch, that one will sail on Lujan for ball number 2. Nice job by Mayberry behind the plate. Comes out of the crouch and snags that one to keep everybody where they are. Ruiz at first, Corral at second. 2-1 to Ellis at the plate. And the pitch as M takes that one back to the screen. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Of course, Lovington coming off some big wins against Dexter to get over 500 on the year starting district. As Ellis back in. Outfield still playing short with the wind in, and the 2-2 pitch swung on, and Ellis gets just a piece of that one off the handle and shoots it back to the screening for the count to remain 2-2. So the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Really, other than the wind, pretty pleasant day here in Portales. Kind of like it is back at home. Lujan retakes the rubber, ready to go, and the 2-2 pitch to Ellis, and that one will be high for ball 3. Zim will watch that one and run the count full. Again, wind blowing almost straight in. And in the 25 mile an hour pretty consistently. Payoff pitch swung on, and that one's up into the screening. Of course, beautiful facility here at Portales. The new park, this is its 3rd season in existence. The old park over at the park kind of had its charms, but new facility here on campus. Very, very nice for Portales. So it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count to Ellis. And the payoff pitch swung on. That one is lifted high in the air, but foul out behind the Lovington warm-up area on the left side. So Zim gets around on it early. Got to be careful if you get one high. Even if you hit it hard, it will hang up. The only thing you're getting out of here today is probably going to be a screaming liner. And the payoff pitch, Zim takes that one, hits it off the fists and out into the parking lot. Please don't hit the gray Nissan. And the count stays full. So Ellis has fought off a couple of pretty good pitches from Lujan. Haven't seen, well, yeah, we did earlier. One time we've seen her changeup. She's got a fastball, a riser, a breaking ball, and the changeup. And the payoff pitch, and that one will be high, ball 4. And so Lovington with back-to-back walks gets the bases full. Corral to third, Ruiz to second, and Ellis trots on down to first. With the cleanup hitter, Bethany Tavera, to the plate. Of course, Tavera taking over the catching duties this season for the Lady Cats. And the first pitch to Tavera swung on that one is a line shot right back up the middle and into the glove of Lujan, who fires it over to first in time. Yep, in time to get Ellis, who was off. And so it'll be a 1-3 double play. So they pick off Zim 1-3. And so just like that, there are two down. They go from bases loaded, nobody out, to runners at second and third with two outs. And now Johanna Ochoa to the plate. First pitch to Ochoa sails. That will be ball number one. So the 1-ball, no strike count. Get the camera adjusted there a little bit. So a 1-0 count to Tavera, 2 down, 2 on, and that one is shot back foul into the netting. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. You would hate to have the bases loaded, nobody out, and not be able to cash anybody in here. But a timely double play, good glove work by Lujan in the circle has got Lovington facing that exact scenario. And the pitch swung on, and that one's into the netting on the right side. So Ochoa just a little bit under that one for strike number 2. Next up for Lovington, they'll be on the road Friday night. Doubleheader against Artesia. Of course, we'll have that one for you. Next up for Portales Friday, they'll be taking on Goddard. So the 1-ball, 2-strike count to Ochoa. That one's going to sail high for ball number 2. So the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Ruiz at second, Corral at third. Lovington threatening. Portales trying to get out of the jam. And the 2-2 pitch swung on, and that one is heading over to the football and soccer fields next door. And the count stays 2-2. A pretty good crowd on hand here this afternoon. A lot more blue in the stands than red. Good to see Lovington traveling well for this Tuesday afternoon affair. 2-2 pitch, and that one will be in the turf. Nice job by Mayberry to block that one out. But it will be ball number 3. So the 3-ball, 2-strike count to Ochoa at the plate. Ruiz at second, Corral at third. Still no score, and the payoff pitch swung on, and that one is out of play on the right side. Ochoa kind of caught that one off the end of the bat. Shoots it foul, stays alive. So we'll go 3-2 again. Ochoa, the third batter to take Lujan to the full count, and the payoff pitch swung on. That'll be a chopper, could be trouble. Into the middle, Espinosa with it, fires over to first, and it bounces in, not in time, as that one kind of a slow hopper that'll go in, and Corral will score on the infield single by Ochoa. And now Lady Cats at the corners, and they have their first run of the ball game. Didn't hit it hard, but hit it hard enough. So now it'll be Nini Hernandez to the plate with Lady Cats at the corners. First pitch to Hernandez is inside, ball number 1. So a 1-ball, no strike count. Lovington 2 hits in the inning. Neither one of them's left the infield. And the pitch high for ball number 2. Lujan, pretty good stuff, but having a little trouble finding the zone. Pretty good spin, though. Lovington hasn't managed to tee off on her yet. 2-0 pitch, and that one right down the slot. I don't know what was wrong with that one. Nini may not see a better pitch than that all season. But she watches it into the glove of Mayberry for strike number 1. Ochoa at first, Ruiz at third, and that one will be in the turf for ball number 3. So the 3-ball, 1-strike count. Shaylin Dunlap waits on deck if Hernandez can find a way on. So a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Wonder if Hernandez is going to have the green light, and she will, and waves it a riser, and we'll run the count full. 1 run across for Lovington, but 2 out, 2 on. Had bases loaded, nobody out, and then timely double play. Payoff pitch, and that's just a little dinker towards the middle. It is handled by Lujan. Fires to first and throws it out into right field. That will score a run. That'll get 1 home. Rounding second, rounding third, coming home and sliding in front of the play will be Ochoa, and so it is a 2-run error for the Lady Cats, and they lead this one. So Hernandez will reach on the E1, and 2 runs come across. Fundamental softball right there. as Lujan kind of rushed the throw to Foreman. And the pitch, that'll be a pop-up on the infield right to the second baseman. Espinosa gets under that one as Dunlap pops it up. So they pop out to end the inning, but 3 runs come across for the Lady Cats in the top of the first. It's Lovington 3, Portales coming to bat. Lady Cat softball back in a moment.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
In the top of the first, the Lady Cats get 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 error committed by Portales, and 1 runner left stranded. So we head to the bottom of the first. Lovington up 3-0. Welcome back here to Portales in the new Ram Athletic Complex in its 3rd year. They built their soccer field and football practice facility, new tennis courts, and of course the softball field here. Leading it off for Portales will be Addison Mayberry. She'll be followed by Amaya Lujan, then Anna Lujan. Setting your Lady Cats defensively, Azari Quiroga is in the ring, the 8th grader getting the start. And you got Tavera behind the plate. Dunlap at first, Ruiz at second, Corral at short, Ochoa at third. Outfield left to right, Garcia, Ellis, and Hernandez. So Coach Stephen McCraw going to come out before we ever even get underway in this one and just have a quick word with Quiroga about something. And that's fine because Mayberry needed to tie the spikes. Actually, I guess they would be turf shoes on the artificial turf here. Arlington and Goddard don't have the surfaces yet, but they do in Artesia and here. So Mayberry, the catcher, steps in slightly open stance, and the first pitch will be away for ball number 1. Quiroga, good stuff. Sometimes has just a touch of trouble finding the strike zone. She's got all the pitches you can want. Of course, a lot of that will develop. And the 1-0 pitch right down the pipe, and that one is high in the air out to right field. That one is going to carry, and that'll get over the head of Hernandez, who started in on it, but then it carried back a little bit as Mayberry rounds second. She is heading to third, and it is a leadoff stand-up triple. So the triple to right, and that was just a case of one little oopsie move on Hernandez, and that one sailed just a little bit, and so it's a chance for Portales to get right back in this one. So now the pitcher, Lujan, will step in, a chance to help her own cause here. Quiroga will check the wristband, 1 on, nobody out. And the first pitch, fastball swung on. That'll be a slow roller up the middle as Ruiz will charge it, fire over to first in time to get the out. It'll wind up acting like a sacrifice. It'll be a 4-3 sack RBI for Lujan, and Portales is on the board, 3-1 the score. 1 down as now Anna Lujan to the plate. Base is clear. But Portales gets one of their runs back. Oh, the first pitch to Lujan, and that one will be a fastball, but it'll miss away for ball number 1. So the 1 ball, no strike count. Base is clear, 1 down, but a run across for Portales. Lujan, the left fielder, the open stance, takes up a lot of the box in the 1-0 pitch, and yep, she went. Came across the inside corner at Anthony's, kind of a check swing. Tried to pull it up, could not, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Everybody pretty much their normal positions. And the 1-1 pitch, fastball inside. I get to thinking there, ball 2. Well, if the last one was a strike, maybe I can get a little closer in and see if I can get that call. The ump didn't buy it. That one was quite a bit in, looked like, from our perspective. 2-1 delivery, and that one will be low and inside. Ball number 3 to Lujan. So a 3-ball, 1-strike count. I think Coach Nusser going to let his 3-hitter swing away if gets one screaming hit me coming up there trying to get the strike. Ruth Espinosa, the cleanup hitter, waits on deck. Quiroga ready, and the 3-1 delivery, and that one will be away for ball number 4. So walks the number 3 hitter, Lujan. And first walk of the ball game for Quiroga. And so now it'll bring up Ruth Espinosa. Bats 4th, wears 4, plays position 4. If she's a senior, I'll have to look that up. It would be all 4s for her. So a runner at first in Lujan, who worked the walk, 1 out. Infield looks for the double play as that one will be at the top of the zone, outside corner, a little riser, strike 1. So the no ball, 1-strike count. 1 run across for Portales, but Lovington leading 3-1. A 1 delivery, and that one took something off of it, but missed it. I don't know where, but missed it. For ball number 1. So a 1 ball, 1-strike count. Outfield playing about halfway back with the wind. 1-1 pitch, that one going to sail outside. Stavera fakes the throw over to first. Keeping Lujan honest over there. 2-1 at the plate. Hernandez has moved back deep and is shading over a little bit towards the line and right. Huge gap out in right center. Get a screamer out there. It could be a triple easy. And the 2-1 pitch fought off the fist. Breaking ball that Espinosa decides to pull the trigger on at the last minute. And the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So far, other than Mayberry tattooing the second pitch she saw, neither team's hit anything hard yet in the first. Still trying to kind of figure each other out. And the 2-2 pitch swung on and missed, got her. And the throw down to second. Bang! No! They're going to say that Lujan slides in safely. Espinosa will be out, ringer up, sitter down at the plate for out number 2. But a runner in scoring position. So now it'll be Anetsi Acosta with 2 outs, runner at second. Goes to the third baseman. Bats 5th, position 5. She actually has her stance almost out of the box, and the first pitch to her will be, I guess, low and maybe a little outside for ball number 1. Another 1 ball, no strike count. Lujan at second. Steals the base on the strikeout. Good throw from Tavera, just enough to get the stretch out from Lujan there. 1-0 pitch swung on, and that one's back into the chain link. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. 3-1 Lovington in the lead, bottom of the first. A leadoff triple for Mayberry, then came up on a little infield sacrifice by Lujan. 1-1 pitch off speed, and that one will be shot out into left field. Coming up on it is Garcia. Bailey going to fire it home good, but just behind the plate a little bit. So it'll be an RBI single to left for Acosta as that will cash in Lujan and makes this a 3-2 ball game. Now it'll be Maria Lujan to the plate. 3 Lujans in the starting lineup for Coach Nusser. And now Maria Lujan, the right fielder, steps in. 2 on, 1 out. And the pitch took something off of that one. Catches the outside corner. Strike number 1. So 2 hits and 2 runs for Portales thus far. They've got this back to a 1-run ball game here in the first. Pitch swung on and missed. Got her waits on deck, and that one will sail away for ball number 1. Quiroga with the pitch to waste there maybe. Never like trying to get him to chase on 0-2. I've always thought you should come right at him, but I know that's not what these statistics say. The 1-2 pitch fires that one in there. Ringer up, center down, gets her looking cold. Strike 3. But Portales will put 2 of the 3 they lost on the board back. We head to the second. It is Lovington. Whoops, let me get the Let me get the score bug corrected. There we go. It is Lovington 3, Portales 2, as Lovington Lady Cat softball continues in a moment.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
2 runs on 2 hits, no errors committed by the Lady Cats, and 1 runner left on for Portales in the bottom of the first. We go to the top of the second. Lovington 3, Portales 2. Sorry about the score bug oopsie right there. Everything on my interface is backwards. I don't know. Anyway. All right, so due up for Lovington. It'll be 8-9-1. That is Hernandez Garcia. Then back to Corral. So Braylon steps in, takes the first pitch she sees out of the park on the right side. Foul for strike number 1. Amaya Lujan still in the ring for the Lady Rams. Of course, varsity playing first. That way JV can get a full game in. And the 0-1 swung on, and that one will be popped up into shallow center field. And going back is Espinosa. Oh, she's been pretty busy. Gets the pop-up for out number 1. So 1 down now for the Lady Cats as Bailey Garcia to the plate. The Lady Cat senior going to step in. Goes over and talks to Lovington assistant. I think that's Rose over there. And the first pitch to Bailey, the riser swung on and missed. Strike number 1. So the no ball, 1 strike count. 3-2, Lovington in the lead. Corral waits on deck, back to the top of the order. And the pitch, that one going to sail, and things even up at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Lovington plated 3 runs on just 2 hits. Took advantage of an error and a couple of walks in the first inning. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed as that one just ran it by Garcia. And makes the count 1-2. So the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Garcia out. Now she's back in. Lujan has her sign. She's ready. And the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Got her with a drop ball, and that will be strike number 3. Quickly 2 up, 2 down for the Lady Cats. First K of the ball game for Lujan. Now nobody on, 2 outs, and turn it back over to the top of the lineup with Leslie Corral. Corral reached on an infield single 1 inning ago. Stole a base and scored. First pitch to Corral. That one is high for ball number 1. So the 1 ball, no strike count. 2 out, nobody on, but Lovington with a 1-run lead. Corner infielders are in, and the pitch swung on. That one is popped high in the air out to right field. On the run and in foul ground. That is Lujan out there who gives chase and gets the fly out for out number 3. So the clean inning, 1-2-3, go the Lady Cats in the second. We head to the bottom of the second. It's Lovington 3, Portales 2. Lovington Lady Cat softball back in a moment here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
NMJC, success through learning. My future's looking brighter. My life's an open door. New Mexico Junior College gave me the chance I was looking for. Affordable education designed to fit my needs. Now every day is filled with
lovingtonjc.edu.
The Lady Cats go quietly 1-2-3 in their half of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Lovington leading this one by a score of 3-2. I'm TJ Miracle flying solo this afternoon, and it is 7, 8, 9 due up for Portales. That's Abby Nunez, then Tandy Foreman and Ashley Rangel. So Nunez, the center fielder, steps in, number 7 hitter. And the first pitch from the 8th grader Kidoga is going to be on the outside corner. Had a little late movement on it. And that is strike one. So the no ball, one strike count. Again, we are completely enclosed here in Portales. Which with the wind like it is today, that's not entirely a bad thing. Means I just have to pay extra close attention because I can't hear anything. It's amazing how much of this you do with your ears, as that one will run inside for ball number 1. And we can't hear the tick of the bat for a foul, so we're reliant on the umpires. 1-1, took something off of that one and catches the outside corner. Good pitch there from Kidoga for a called strike 2. So the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Lady Cats with the 3-2 lead. We are in the bottom of the second, district opener here in Portales. 1-2 pitch, that one sails. That one looked like it kind of hung up in the hand a little bit on Quiroga. Devera grabs it. Nobody on, so even if she hadn't have, no harm, no foul. So a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Dunlap and Ochoa even with the bags on the corners. Middle infielders back deep, took something off of that one and got her. Ringer up, set her down. Called strike 3, and that'll be the 3rd K of the ball game for young Miss Kidoga. And there's 1 down for Portales. That'll be Tandy Foreman, the first baseman, stepping in for Portales. Oh, Foreman will settle in. You can't dig into the artificial turf. Like some of the old school fields, baseball and softball, people would dig in and felt like you were standing in a hole, because you kind of were. So 1 down as Foreman steps in, and Quiroga deals a good pitch. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. So the no ball, 1 strike count. A 1-2-3 inning for Lovington, top of the second. They'd like to return the favor here in the bottom. And that one going to sail. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Again, Dunlap and Ochoa playing even with their respective bags on the corners. Ruiz and Corral fairly deep up the middle. Middle infielders, we'll call it about 2/3 of the way back, as that one's going to run inside for ball number 2. So a 2 ball, 1 strike count to Foreman at the plate. Quiroga and Tavera take a long look into the dugout, get the signals relayed. So they got the pitches, and now the 2-1 pitch took something off of that one. It is popped up on the infield. Charging in is Ruiz, and she can't get to it. It'll be an infield single, just a bloop single. Really, the way that one was, that probably should have been Kidoga's ball, but I think Ruiz called her off of it, and so it is a bloop infield oopsie single by Foreman. And that one, it's not like it just came up and came right down. Really, Quiroga or Tavera probably had the better shot at that one. But it is what it is. So the infield single, you move on, and now Ashley Rangel to the plate, the number 9 hitter for Portales with a runner on and 1 out. First pitch to her, outside corner, called strike 1. So the no ball, 1 strike count. One of the assistants going to bring over a sign armband to the number 9 hitter, the shortstop Rangel. So the righty back in. She's going to show bunt. Middle infielder, corner infielders come in, and she slaps at that one for strike number 2. So a no ball, 2 strike count. So now I have a feeling she won't be bunting. Foreman at first after the bloop single. Infield might look for a double play. Got to think Rangel going to swing away here. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. Ringer up and sit her down. Rangel goes down swinging, 4th K of the ball game for Kidoga. And there is 2 down now as turn it back to the top of the lineup with Mayberry. Mayberry tattooed one to the deepest part of the park in right field. An infield, or rather a leadoff stand-up triple for her last time up. So she can do some damage. And the first pitch to Mayberry up and in for ball number 1. Well, the 1-ball, no strike count. Not sure I'd give her anything she could really do just a whole lot with. If I could. Kuroga checks the armband and deals the 1-0. That one will be inside in the turf. Tavera blocks it out nicely to keep Foreman over at first. And it is ball number 2. A 2-ball, no strike count. 2 down. Bottom of the second inning. Lovington up by a run. 3-2 our score. Opening game of district. From the first base side of the rubber, the 2-0 pitch. That one is going to be right down the inside corner, knee high. That one shaved the black on the inside corner for a called strike 1. Nice pitch there from Kidoga. She is working Mayberry inside this at-bat. The 3-1, that's a little shot over to Corral at short. Leslie handles it easily. So a little soft liner to short for out number 3. Portales puts a girl on but can't move her around. We head to the third. It is Lovington 3, Portales 2. Lady Cat softball returns in just a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for Portales, bottom of the second. We head to the top of the third. It is 2, 3, and 4 due up for your Lady Cats. That is Ruiz, Ellis, and Tavera. I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us today. A full slate along our family of streams and properties. Today, of course, we've got Hobbs baseball going on. Their district opener in Roswell. Hobbs softball going on. That's where Dawn Morgan is today on assignment. Doubleheader back in Hobbs. Eunice and Jowl softball. Eunice baseball. And we just got all kinds of stuff going on today. Of course, we will have the Lady Cats for you on Friday. We'll also have the Wildcat Boys for you Thursday and Friday. So Ruiz will step in, walked and scored in the first, and she'll take the first pitch. CC's out foul for strike number 1. Maya Lujan stays in the ring. Works more to the extreme first base side of the rubber, and the 0-1 pitch swung on, and that'll be a line shot. Could be trouble if it's fair. It's a double at least, but it'll go just foul for strike number 2. Ruiz hit one hard her first time up that was foul too. I said last time, wait a half a heartbeat. All right, maybe wait a whole heartbeat before you go after that pitch. Like pretty much the same pitch that she did hit in that first one foul. But now she's got to protect the plate down 0-2. Luan has her sign for Mayberry, and the 0-2 pitch, that one going to sail high for ball 1. So a 1-ball, 2 strike count. Foreman Acosta even at the bag, first and third. Rangel very deep in the hole at short. Espinosa pretty much straight up at second, and the pitch swung on, and that one is out of play on the right side. So the count stays at 1-2, just underway top third. Just a single game here today. They're doing the 3 game sets, the 1 in one place doubleheader at the other this year. So we'll have Portales at our place for 2. Couple of weeks. The 1-2 pitch swung on, and that one's out of play to the right side. So Delilah fighting off a couple of pretty good pitches to stay alive. Of course, district starting now. It's all about what you can do in district. Get ready for the playoffs. And the 1-2 pitch, that one going to sail for ball number 2. Looked like that one hung up in Lujan's hand just a little bit. So it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. As Ruiz, the number 2 hitter, leads it off. A lot of twos involved with Delilah. 2-2 pitch, and that one will be high for ball 3. And it was 2-2 to the number 2 hitter, who wears number 2, who plays second base. I know that's position 4, but it's second base, so a lot of twos there. But now it's a full count to Ruiz, and the pitch swung on, and that'll be a little squibber. It is dropped by Espinosa, picks it up, though, and manages to get it over to Foreman in time for out number 1. Ruiz with good speed. Took a pretty good run at it, but Espinosa didn't panic. She knew she knocked it down. So now it'll be Zim Ellis to the plate. Ellis walked and then was caught off in a line-out, throw-out double play. First pitch to Ellis, and that one's going to be high for ball number 1. So the 1-ball, no-strike count, 1 out, nobody on. Ellis, the number 3 hitter. Zimri, pretty much a neutral stance, and that pitch will be high, right at the top of the zone on the inside corner. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. As the sun kind of breaking through the clouds now over down the first base line. And the riser as Ellis takes a big hack at that one. And it'll be strike 2. Ellis is sometimes a little bit susceptible to that rise ball. Just need to be aware of it. Now she's got to protect the plate. The 1-2 pitch swung on, and it was another riser, and that one headed to the parking lot up over my head. So the count stays 1-2. Wind has settled down just a touch here. Still gusting out of the southwest, and we're around 20 miles an hour. The 1-2 pitch swung on, and that one is fouled down the third base line. So Ellis fighting off a couple pretty good pitches from Lujan. And the count stays at 1-2. Finally, Lujan out in left field. There's a Lujan in left, a Lujan in right, and a Lujan in the ring. It's a triangle out there for the sisters. 1-2 delivery. That one going to be high. Ellis watches it. Ball 2. So the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Lovington with 3 in the first. Portales got 2 of them back. Lovington holding on to the 1-run lead here in the top of the third. Lujan deals. That'll be a line shot, and that one will be just foul. I thought it hit the line, which would have meant fair ball, but the umpire right there said, nope, it was foul. That one had double written all over it. Instead, we'll just try it again. At 2-2. From the washing machine motion, swung on. That one's heading to the parking lot. So Ellis and Lujan battling here. Where's Lujan? Before she goes into the windmill, kind of does that rock back and forth, kind of like your washing machine on agitate. You don't see that as much anymore. You used to see it an awful lot. 2-2 pitch. That one going to sail high. Ball 3. Next time we've got Dawn on with us and we have a pitcher like that, I'll have to ask her about it. Of course, my partner in crime, a very accomplished softball pitcher back in the day. So it's a full count now to Ellis, and the payoff pitch swung on and fouls that one into the Lovington dugout down the third base line. And Coach McCraw just kind of looks at her and goes, I don't know, just keep fouling them off till you find one you can drive. So fights another one off. This is about a 9-pitch at bat now. And timeout asked for by Ellis very late. Lujan was already going into her wind. Now the payoff pitch swung on. That one is heading to the parking lot. And nobody cringed too bad in the stands. That means might not have hit a car. So the count stays full. Not positive, but I'm thinking we're 5. We've got to be this has got to be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And the payoff pitch swung on and make it 11. As Lujan can't get anything by Ellis, but Ellis can't get anything fair. So a good battle. When you get double digits on the pitches, that's quite the accomplishment. So 3-2 once again. That one will be high, ball 4, and Ellis will win the battle and force the one-out walk. Third walk issued by Lujan. So now the Lady Cats with a runner at first and their cleanup hitter Tavera to the plate. Tavera with a soft liner right back to Lujan that turned into a double play. Her last time up, so she'd like to atone for that one. So the first pitch to Bethany will hit the outside of the zone at the top of the zone, strike one. So Lujan has got to just be shaking her head. Lost at least an 11-pitch battle. The 0-1 pitch to Tavera took something off of that one. There's that rarely seen changeup, and Bethany well out in front of it. Now she's down in the count 0-2. No, got to battle back. Runner at first is Ellis. Ochoa waits on deck. 2-pitch, that one is up and in for ball number 1. So the 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Lady Cat catcher and cleanup hitter. Ellis with good speed on over at first. 1-2 delivery, and that one will be in the air. If it is fair, it is trouble, but it'll be foul. So the count stays 1-2 as that one goes all the way out into the deepest part of the corner out there. On the slightly slower pitches that Lujan has, the one she takes a little bit off of, not her full changeup, but Lovington is just getting around on him too early. 1-2 delivery swung on and staying alive. Back to the screening. As the count remains at 1-2. So 1-ball, 2-strike count. Ellis at first after the 1-out walk. Some pretty good battles here. Lujan, the 1-2 pitch again. That one right back to Lujan, and she knocks it down, but that one was hit much, much harder than the first one was. Coach McCraw wants to come out and check on her as that was a hard one. I'm going to put that down as an infield single, but that was a rocket right back up the middle. So Coach Nusser going to come out and check on his starter. And yeah, that one looked like it hurt. She knocked it down with the glove hand, and she's shaking it out there. Coach McCraw out checking on her too. Tavera fired that one in there in a hurry. That one was screaming. Tavera did hit it right back at her the last time up. I wonder what Bethany did to make her mad. Courtesy runner checks into the ball game. That's Aubrey Rivero. Rivero on to run for the catcher. As they continue to check on the right-handed Lujan to make sure she's all right. Lujan's tough. I bet she's going to be just fine. Coach McCraw giving her a few extra seconds by explaining some things about his courtesy runner, I'm sure. Now the umpire going to go check, and Lujan says, yep, I'm good. Ump says throw a pitch or two. I'm fine with it. Make sure you can handle it. Gets it back in. Kind of got a pole in my way, so I couldn't see her facial expression as Mayberry hummed it back to her. So 2 on, 1 out for the Lady Cats. Going to try and break things open here in the bottom of the third inning. Joanna Ochoa had an infield RBI singler last time up and scored. So Ochoa back to the plate. She'll show bunt, and she'll put that one down a beaut right in front of the right side box, and the field umpire actually calls it foul. The home plate umpire said fair, and he's the one that's right on top of it. I don't think that is the field umpire's call to make, but okay, strike one. And good speed for Ochoa. And she'll show bunt again. Pull that one up as the riser sails high and in. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. So we know Coach McCraw is willing to give up a run for a base, or rather an out for a base if he can. And it does put pressure on Portales' defense, and they do already have an error in this ball game. 1-1 pitch, and he's going to let Ochoa swing away, but that one will miss for ball number 2. So the 2-1 strike count to the Lady Cat third baseman, or basewoman if you prefer. Tavera at first with the rocket infield single. Ellis, who worked the walk, now stands at second. 2-1 at the plate, showing bunt and leaving it out there. Got to pull that one back because it was going to sail high. And the count evens up at 2-2. So the 2-2 strike count. 2 on, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Left fielder Lujan shading towards the line and left. He's a huge gap out in the alley, left center. And the 2-2 pitch took something off of that one, and that'll be strike 3, swing and a miss by Ochoa. Second K of the ball game for Lujan. RBIs and 2 across for the Lady Cats, who take the 5-2 lead. So now Shaylin Dunlap's turn, as that one will be in the turf for ball number 1. Dunlap popped out to the second baseman, her first time up. So 0 for 1. That 2 runs across for the Lady Cats. That one going to sail for ball number 2. So with 2-0 count, Dunlap does have some pop. Sometimes she tends to get under the ball just a little bit. We kind of witnessed in that pop out. Sometimes when you're working on that long angel, and it's not just Dunlap, and she'll take that one high in the air. That is deep out to left field and foul. I don't think that would have gotten out of here, but it certainly was a screaming RBI double. Strike number 2. Probably a good thing Lujan's playing towards the line out there. So the 2-1 strike count. Of course, with the whole new launch angle and swing thing, and again, it's not Dunlap. It's pretty much everybody now. And the 2-1 pitch, and she chases the riser for strike number 2. So the 2-2 strike count. Yeah, the new analytics sometimes can change the way things work. 2-2 pitch, that one going to sail, ball 3. Just happened to be talking about Shaylin's swing when we got into this discussion. They're not picking on her by any stretch of the imagination. And the payoff pitch to Dunlap, swung on and missed. Got her with the riser again, strike 3. And that will be out number 3. But the Lady Cats play 2 as we go to the bottom of the third. It's Lovington 5, Portales 2. Lady Cat softball continues in a moment.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
For the Lady Cats, they played 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors committed by Portales, and 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. It is Lovington 5, Portales 2. I'm TJ Miracle. Welcome back here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe. And also HobbsAmerica.com. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Portales. It'll be Amaya Lujan, Anna Lujan, and Ruth Espinosa. Lujan, a sacrifice her last time up, RBI sack. So 0 for 0 with an RBI. So she'll step in to lead it off. The Portales pitcher a chance to help her own cause, and the first pitch will be a fastball from Quiroga. I don't know where it missed, but it missed, I guess, outside a little bit for ball number 1. So it's a 1-ball, no strike count. Lovington leads by 3. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Portales, just like it was Lovington in their half of the third. They're going to try and get the runs back, and Lujan will take that one high in the air. Out to left field, Wynn hangs it up, and Bailey Garcia will start in on it and then realize she needs to go back, but recovers nicely and then plays it in the wind for the fly out to left for out number 1. So 1 down now quickly, as it'll be Anna Lujan to the plate. Walked and scored in the first, also stole the base. Well, the open stance towards the front of the box, and Quiroga deals, and that one will be on the outside corner, right at the top of the zone, called strike 1. Dunlap even with the base at first. Ochoa about a step back over at third. Middle infield deep. A 1 pitch to Lujan, and that one catches the black on the outside corner for a called strike 2. So the no ball, 2 strike count. Hernandez deep in right. Garcia and Ellis in left and center. Only about halfway back. 0-2 pitch swung on, and that one will be fouled. I like that Quiroga came right at her. Caught that one off the handle and hit it hard, but foul. Over on the left side. And the 8th grader out there battling. Be interesting to see, though, how both teams adjust as they get to the 3rd time through the order. Lovington will be 3rd time through next inning. 0-2 pitch, and that one tails away for ball number 1 as Lujan wisely lets that one sail. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. You got to think Lujan is going to be protecting the plate. Of course, the bright pink batting gloves. And the 1-2 swung on, and that one's up the middle. Pokes out the single to center as Ellis to it and fires it back in quickly. But Lujan kind of lunged at that one a little bit, caught it off the end of the bat and just, hit it where they ain't, as the old saying goes, and it'll be a 1-out single for Anna Lujan. So now to be Ruth Espinosa to the plate. Espinosa, strikeout victim, her first time up. The Portales cleanup hitter to the plate with Lujan at first. She is a stealing threat. Good speed. And the first pitch swung on. That one will be popped up into shallow center field. Ellis plays it with the wind. Gets it on the big Portales logo out there. Has to come over into the right hook of the horn to pick it up, but does. So the fly out to shallow center, and there are 2 down. So now it'll be Anetzi Acosta to the plate and the RBI single to left, her last time up. Just shot it between Corral and Ochoa in that 5-6 hole over there. So the 1-0 count. To Acosta, 1 for 1. Runner at first is Lujan, the pitcher, who does run for herself. Coach Nusser doesn't carry much of a bench. 1-0 pitch swung on, and that one is back to the screen. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. Lady Cats lead 5-2, but Portales trying to get something going with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. Quiroga taking her time. I think crossed up a little on her signs. Now everybody's on the same page. And the 1-1 pitch and swung on, and that one is fouled back to the protective padding at the bottom of the chain link. Strike 2. So the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Next up for Lovington. Friday night doubleheader in Artesia. That should be a dandy. Artesia, the number 1 team in the state. 1-2 pitch, and that one breaks in there. Called strike 3, and the throw down to second is going to get past Corral, but backing it up. And it won't matter anyway because it was strike 3 on out number 3. So ringer up, center down, 5th K of the ball game. for Kidoga, and we have got 3 in the books. It is Lovington 5, Portales 2, as Lady Cat Softball will be back in a moment.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on for Portales in the bottom of the 3rd. We head to the top of the 4th. 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Lady Cats. That is Hernandez, Garcia, and Corral. Welcome back to Portales, opening round of the, or rather opening game, I should say, of the 2026 district softball season. No, Braylon will step in. He's 0 for 1, popped out to second. He's 0 for 1. She'll show bunt, but pop it back, and that will be ball 1 as that sails high. Well, sometimes if you're having trouble picking up a pitcher, that's not a bad thing. And Hernandez with good speed. So put the pressure on the defense. Thing is, you got to make contact. And the 1-0 pitch inside. That'll be ball 2. Did not show bunt that time. Number 2 ball, no strike count. Hernandez out, taps the right toe, and then settles back into the right side box. Pitch from Lujan. That one going to sail for ball number 3. Still a 3 ball, no strike count. Lujan in left, playing way deep. Lujan in right, playing almost like just a backup to the infield. And the 3-0 pitch, and that one is going to be at the top of the zone, inside corner, strike 1. So I got to think the take sign probably on all the way right there. And the 3-1 pitch swung on, and that one will be hit off the fist. Slow roller, 2-Rangel at short, fires over to first in time to get the speedy Hernandez 6-3 for out number 1. Score update coming in as the Hobbs Lady Eagles win 10-0 in their opening round of a doubleheader today. Dawn Morgan sending that in, a walk-off grand slam to get it into Mercy Rule. So Bailey Garcia steps in, and she'll bounce that one over towards first. Foreman knocks it down, then picks it up with her hand and steps on first. So Bailey, the unassisted ground out to the first baseman, and quickly 2 up, 2 down for the Lady Cats here in the top of the 4th inning. So now turn it over to Corral. Leslie, the infield single, her first time up, then flew out to right in the second, so she is 1 for 2. And she'll take the first pitch and dump that one into shallow center field. Nunez gets to it quickly. She wasn't playing real deep out there, but it's a 2-out single to center for the Lady Cats. So going to try and get the 2-out something moving along as Delilah Ruiz to the plate. Delilah with the walk and a run scored in the first, then grounded out to Espinosa in the third. So she is 0 for 1, but with a run scored. Good speed at first with Corral, and Ruiz will take that one and pop that one up to the second baseman. And going over and making the basket catch is Espinosa, and she used 2 hands, so fundamental softball there. So it'll be a pop out to the second baseman as Espinosa's been busy over there. Lovington gets a girl on but can't move her around at the halfway mark of this one. It is Lovington 5, Portales 2. Lady Wildcat softball returns in a moment.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
For 75 years, the Gandy family has been providing outstanding, well-rounded, and diversified services in our oil field community, as well as our proud hometown communities in Lovington and Tatum. Gandy Corporation's family work environment for over 50 members inspires the best in all of us to rise to the top and do our personal best. The Gandy Corporation family is a strong supporter of Lee County's youth and the biggest fan of the Lovington Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats!
No runs on one hit, no errors, and one runner left on for Lovington in the top of the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 6, 7, and 8. Maria Lujan, Abby Nunez, and Tandy Foreman due up for Portales. Welcome back. I'm TJ Miracle. As we open the 2026 district season here in Portales this afternoon on a breezy afternoon. Temperature-wise, kind of nice, but all the hoodies out because the wind, a little bit of nip to it. So Lujan will step in. She'll bunt and pull it back as Quiroga deals it, and it's on the outside corner anyway, called strike one. So the no ball, one strike count. Lujan struck out her last time up. She is 0 for 1. And the 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. Got her to chase one. That one was tailing out of the zone, and Lujan completely fooled on that one. I think she was looking maybe for that inside fastball and instead got her with that little breaking cutter. And the 0-2 pitch swung on and gets just a piece of it off the end of the bat to stay alive, does Lujan. Hernandez over slightly towards the line and right and playing deep. Ellis playing right in the middle of the ram in dead center. And Garcia in left playing pretty much straight up, but only about halfway back, as that one's going to miss for ball one. Then a 1-2 strike count just underway, bottom of the fourth. From the first base side of the rubber, the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. Got her, took a little bit off of that one. Ring her up and sit her down. 6th K of the ball game for Quiroga. And there is one down. If I can hit the right button, there we go. So one down here in this bottom of the fourth inning. So now to be Abby Nunez to the plate. Nunez 0 for 1. She struck out her last time up after working a full count. So Nunez will step in, nobody on, one out, and she'll take the first pitch high at the top of the zone for strike one. She does kind of crouch down a little bit, so umpire, I think, takes that into account. So it's a no ball, one strike count. And the pitch, that one going to sail away and evens the count at a ball and a strike. So a 1-1 strike count, one down. Nobody on. Lovington leading 5-2. Abby Nunez, the center fielder, the open stance, takes the 1-1 pitch, and that one is going to get framed up beautifully right at knee height by Tavera, called strike two. So a 1-2 strike count. Again, probably more Lovington folks here than Portales. And the 1-2 pitch. Got her, ring her up, set her down, nips the outside corner. K number 7 in the ball game. So back-to-back strikeouts, and Portales now with 2 outs as Tandy Foreman to the plate. Foreman with an infield single her last time up. Well, just kind of oopsied and died. Just a little pop-up that nobody got to on the infield, and she'll take the first pitch away for ball number 1. 1-ball, no strike count. Foreman 1 for 1. And Lovington trying for their first clean inning, and the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Well, again, a little overcast. Sun broke through for a little while, but the clouds have moved back in. But really pretty pleasant afternoon. 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. Just ran the fastball on the inside corner. That was Quiroga telling Foreman, if you can hit it, you can have it, and didn't manage to hit it. So now maybe that changeup or that tailing fastball outside, we'll see. And the 1-2 pitch, and throws the fastball inside again, but moves it in about a half inch, and that makes it ball 2. So the 2-2 strike count, but now you've worked her in a couple, so she's looking in, the brain kind of wired that way. So now maybe you take her out, and the 2-2 pitch, and gets her with the riser, and gets just a piece of that one to stay alive. So the count remains 2-2 to Foreman. That one coming back towards the middle of the plate, though, catching, I think, way too much of the plate. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Especially if there's some power there. And often in the number 8 hitter there is, and that one will sail away. Did try to get her outside, but Foreman wasn't having any of it, and so that'll run the count full. So the payoff pitch on the way. Quiroga has what she wants from Tavera, and that one going to be inside, ball 4. So lose the number 8 hitter, second walk of the afternoon issued by Quiroga, and that brings up the number 9 hitter, Ashley Rangel, to the plate. Rangel 0 for 1. She struck out back in the second. So now runner at first in Foreman. Rangel can find a way on. Mayberry waits on deck. And she'll take a hack at the first one, strike 1. And with Mayberry, she's hit it hard, had the leadoff triple, and then a hard liner to corral. You'd much rather see her with a clean inning starting. A 1 pitch, curveball, got it in there, called strike 2. Late break on that one. But it hooks in and hooks the corner. So 0-2. Quiroga back to work, and the pitch fastball inside corner. Yes, ma'am. Ring her up and set her down for a called strike 3. So Quiroga strikes out the side around a walk, and we head to the 5th. It is Lovington 5, Portales 2. Lovington Lady Cat Softball back in just a moment. Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Lovington Municipal Schools welcomes everyone back. Students, faculty, staff, and parents. This year, show your Wildcat spirit by supporting Lovington students and their activities. While the students are working hard on their games and grades, Lovington schools are working hard for your students and parents. They have a great website full of helpful information to keep you up to date. Check out lovingtonschools.net and stay up to date with Lovington school activities and announcements. And go Cats!
No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base as the 8th strikeout of the afternoon for Desiree Quiroga takes us to the top of the 5th inning. Lovington leading this one by a score of 5-2. I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us on this breezy afternoon. So heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 due up for your Lady Cats, and now we are in the 3rd time through the order. So let's see if Lovington has maybe got Lujan figured out a little bit here. So it'll be Zemery Ellis, who worked a 12-pitch walk her last time up. She's walked both times up, so she's officially 0 for 0 with a run scored. As Lujan deals to Ellis, popped up and out of play for strike number 1. It's been a couple of good battles. Ellis and Lujan took the count full, and I think she fouled quite a few off in that one too, so she's probably seen 20 pitches. On deals the 0-1, swung on, and that one will be a little looper, just a little blooper looper into left field as the shortstop Rangel will go back and get to it, but a little Texas leaguer, the very definition of it for Ellis, just a little inside-out swing, bloops it into shallow left field for the leadoff single. Again, really nobody for either team's really tagged either pitcher yet. And that'll be Tavera, had an infield single her last time up, and that one bounces off the plate and gets away from Mayberry, and Ellis with good speed takes off for second and gets there. Mayberry having a little trouble finding that one. I like that Ellis held up there. Oh, it is a ball one to Tavera. And Tavera tagged one, though. It was right back at Lujan last inning. 1-0 pitch swung on. That one's up into the screening. The count evens up at 1-1. There have been a few hard-hit balls, but very few that have been hit not right at players. But for the most part, just soft contact for both teams. So runner in scoring position, nobody out. Lujan deals. Tavera watches that one high for ball two. So a 2-ball, no strike, 2-ball, 1 strike count. Ellis with the bloop single. Now stands at second on the wild pitch, and that one taking something off of it and shaking the hand. So sometimes even a mistake will work out as the count evens up at 2-2. Ellis moving over on the wild pitch, but now a 2-2 count to Tavera, the cleanup hitter, and that one going to roll inside for ball three. So Tavera works the count full. The corner's in. If you could get one hard down one of the lines. 3-2 pitch swung on, popped up as Mayberry gets rid of the mask, goes up against the screening, but the wind is going to carry that one out. And so Tavera will live to see another pitch. Lujan hands her the cream pink bat back. Of course, there will be a JV game after this one. They do that a lot of times when they do these singletons, because if JV goes first, there is a time limit. If they go second, there is not. And the payoff pitch and check swing. Did she go around? And, wow, they're going to say that she went around and broke the plane. I don't know about that. I really don't know about the ump asking the catcher if she did. But, okay, strike three. Third K of the ball game for Lujan, and there is one down for the Lady Cats. Now Ochoa to the plate, 1 for 2, and Joanna takes the first one back into the screen for strike number 1. Yeah, I mean, seriously, and he may not have, but it looked like the ump asked Mayberry, hey, you think she swung at that? Can't doubt, appeal it out to the ump in the field. He's supposed to be watching that too. All right, no big deal. So we're up by 3. Showing bunt. Ochoa will pull that one back as Ellis playing dangerously out off of second. Of course, nobody there with the wheel on, trying to get somebody in to cover first in the event of a bunt. Count evens up at a ball and a strike. Ellis at second, one down. 1-1 pitch swung on, and that one is heading to the parking lot for strike number 2. So the 1-ball, 2 strike count. Lovington 3 in the first, 2 in the third. Around clean innings. So let's see if they can put some more on the board here in the 5th. Seems to be an odd game. The 1-2, and that one's high, 2-2. So the 2-ball, 2 strike count. Portales getting both their runs in the first. So we are the 3rd time through the lineup now, and in the analytics world, that's when a lot of times batters get the edge. 2-2 pitch, and that one took something off of it, but it misses outside. Ball 3. So runs the count full to Ochoa. Lovington's batters have worked quite a few full counts this afternoon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the pitch swung on. That'll be just a little chopper, and barehanding it is Lujan and firing it over to first, but not in time. It is an infield single for Joanna Ochoa. So that's her second infield single of the ball game. It will move Ellis over to third. And so now you've got runners at the corners for Nini Hernandez with just one out. Hernandez, a 2 RBI triple her last time up. Reached on an error back in the first. She's 1 for 2, and that one will be high for ball 1, and they'll throw it down, and Ochoa going to get burned down. Cut off, and Rangel puts the tag on. So 2-6 for out number 2, the caught stealing, and that will cost Lovington an out. Mayberry a good arm. We knew that. It was ball one at the plate and the 1-0 pitch, and that one going to miss for ball two. So a 2-ball, no strike count, but now 2 down for the Lady Cats, and Ellis stands at third. And the pitch to Hernandez, that one's high for ball three. Oh, 3-0 count. Oh, as good as Nini's been swinging the bat here lately, she might have the green light. If Lujan grooves her one, and Lujan does groove it, and she holds it up, did not have the green light, take sign on. And so it's a 3-ball, 1 strike count. Play the percentages, make them pitch to you. 3-1 pitch, swung on and got her with the riser, and Nini just shakes the head like, yeah, I know. Got to keep an eye on it. Yep, pulled the head out. That was Coach McCraw kind of shook his head like a horse there. And the payoff pitch, and yep, that was just kind of a swing. No, yep, no. It was strike 3 no matter how you looked at it. So 4th K of the ball game for Lujan, and so Lovington threatens, but a base running oopsie and a couple of strikeouts cost him. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It is Lovington 5, Portales 2, as Lady Cat softball. Back in just a minute.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on for the Lady Cats in the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, top of the order for Portales, as Addison Mayberry will lead it off. Desiree Quiroga still in the ring. Welcome back. I'm TJ, and the first pitch to Mayberry. Fastball inside for ball number 1. So the 1-ball, no strike count. Mayberry, Lujan, and Lujan. That's 1, 2, 3 for Portales. 1-2 pitch, and that one kind of hangs up a little bit, but works, as Mayberry not sure what to make of that one. Was thinking fastball, and instead got a hang-up changeup that really froze her. So the count evens up at a ball and a strike. Quiroga quickly back to work. The 1-1 pitch, fastball away. And low 2 for ball number 2. Ruiz deep in the hole at second, where the cutout would be on a natural surface, but it's all one surface on the turf. The 2-1 pitch swung on. That one is popped up and out of play over the Portales dugout. And so the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the 2-2 count. Of course, next up for Lovington, Friday night, back on the road in Artesia, doubleheader. Dawn Morgan will have that for you. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Got her with the changeup. Was out in front of that one by about 6.5 miles. Ring her up and sit her down. 9th K of the ball game for Quiroga. And there is 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So now to be Amaya Lujan to the plate. 0 for 1, flew out to Garcia. Her last time up, flew out to left. An RBI sacrifice in the first. So nobody on for the Lady Rams pitcher, and she'll take the first pitch and fight that one off the fist foul over towards the on-deck circle on the right side of things by the Portales dugout. Strike number 1. So again, we talked about it with Lujan when she was in the ring. Now we'll talk about it with Quiroga coming the 3rd time through the lineup. This is when statistically things shift towards the hitters, and took something, another kind of oopsie pitch. That one came out of the hand funny as Quiroga cringed, and it was a riser. It was not a fastball. It just kind of Kept rising, and screaming, hit me, but by the time Lujan pulled the trigger, it wasn't there anymore. The 0-2 pitch got her with the changeup, ring her up, sit her down. Back-to-back Ks. That is strikeout number 10 for Quiroga, and there are 2 down now for Portales. Is Coach Nusser going to come over and say something to the umpires about something? Maybe he's got a problem with the release or something. Coach, it's not a balk unless they stop their wind. They don't have to be pretty pitches to be legal pitches. So now Anna Lujan to the plate. She is 1 for 1. Walked and scored in the first. Had a single to center her last time up, but she'll dink a slow roller over towards Dunlap at first. Shaylin grabs it, steps on the bag, and for the first time in the ball game, it is a clean 1-2-3 inning for Lovington. As we head to the top of the 6th inning, Lovington 5, Portales 2. Lady Cat softball returns in just a moment.
Listen up, Oil Patch. Aftermath Hot Oil Services is here for you. No matter what the conditions, they'll always do what it takes to get the job done. You want Aftermath on your location for hot oilers, back trucks, roustabouts, steam pressure washers, and back dragging. Just to name a few of the jobs they can do for you. These guys don't stop. Call Dominic at Aftermath Hot Oil Services 575-200-4902 for service that never quits. 575-200-4902. Aftermath Hot Oil Services.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Portales in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the 6th. It is 7, 8, and 9. Dunlap, Hernandez, and Garcia due up for the Lady Cats. Welcome back. I'm TJ Miracle. The opener of the district season here in 4-4A. Now Dunlap will step in. Dunlap 0 for 2. But she'll lead it off. Try and tack a few more insurance runs on the board if we can. She'll take the first pitch, pop it into shallow right field on the run, but that one is going to carry out as Lujan with the wheels out there got to the wall, but that one managed to blow out, so it winds up just being a long strike 1. Dunlap behind on that one just a little bit. Dunlap out, and now she's back in. Right at the front of the box to take on Lujan. Now crouches down on the 0-1 pitch, and that one will be in the turf, and the count evens up at a ball and a strike. So the 1 ball, 1 strike count. One going to say, oh, ball 2. A 2 ball, 1 strike count. Dunlap, Hernandez, and Garcia collectively 0 for 6. But if you can get the bottom third of your lineup moving, means you're probably going to be moving. And that'll be a chop shot. Rangel handles it at short, fires across the diamond, but throws it away. Don't think it would have gotten Shaylin anyway. She waited a while to throw that one. And because she stays at first, I think she had it beat anyway. I'm going to schedule that one as an infield single. So Dunlap with the infield single leads it off, and now Lovington in business as Braylon Hernandez to the plate. So Braylon 0 for 2. And with good speed. Now is time you don't want to make any mental errors if you're Lovington. Showing bunt as Hernandez pops it up, and that one could be trouble off of the hop, and then firing it over is Mayberry and pushes it to Foreman, who grabs it around Hernandez, but it'll be the 2-3 sack bunt, which will move Dunlap over to second. So 1 down, runner in scoring position for the Lady Cats as Bailey Garcia to the plate. First pitch to Garcia is going to be high for ball number 1. So the 1 ball, no strike count. Hernandez again with good speed. Just couldn't quite beat that one out. Mayberry's got a gun for an arm. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Count evens up at 1-1. Got to see Artesia's team the other day. They were playing Hobbs. And the 1-1 pitch, and that one will be low for ball number 2. I would say Mayberry's got the best arm of the district catchers, to be sure. Not to take anything away from the rest of them, but including our own, as DeVera's done a very good job behind the plate, as that one's foul for strike 2. So a 2-ball, 2-strike count. So the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Dunlap with the infield single, then moved over on the sac bunt. 2-2 pitch as Garcia swings at a riser. That'll be her second time going down swinging. 5th K of the ball game for Lujan. And there is now 2 down for the Lady Cats as we turn it back over to the top of the lineup. And Leslie Corral. Corral 2 for 3. Couple of singles and a deep fly out and changeup. She'll be out in front of that one for strike number 1. So no ball, 1 strike count. Dunlap at second. Lovington leading 5-2. A 1 pitch to Corral, inside corner. Yep, a little late break on that one. Good pitch from Lujan. And that'll make the count. No balls and 2 strikes. So the 0-2 count. And the pitch swung on, and that'll be a shot. Find its way past the shortstop. Dunlap rounds third. She is heading home, and it is an RBI single for Leslie Corral. Her 3rd single of the ball game puts an insurance run on the board, as that'll bring Dunlap around all the way from second and make this a 6-2 ball game. Good job staying with what they're giving you. Corral just shoots that one out between Rangel and Acosta. So now Delilah Ruiz to the plate, 0 for 2, and she'll take a little liner and shoot it out into left field as Lujan gets to it quickly. Corral rounding third, and Coach Stephen McCraw comes about halfway down the line and says, whoa, 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 Leslie, don't do it, as Ruiz cruises into second with a 2-out double. So now Lovington trying to get the 2-out rally moving. And Zoe Ellis to the plate. Zimmery Ellis, pardon me. Zoe's on the team too, but this is Zim. First pitch to Zim, and she will chase a fastball, strike 1. Ellis sometimes is a little bit wild, tends to go out of the zone a little bit. Pardon me. So runners at second and third. And that one will be high to Ellis for ball 2. So a no ball, 2-strike count. Lady Cats trying to break this one open in the 6th. They are up by 4, 2 on, 2 out, already run across. And the pitch swung on and missed as Ellis chases one high and out of the zone. So 1 ball, 2-strike count. And the 1-2 pitch swung on, and that one will be lifted foul and out of play on the left side of things. Ellis has seen a whole lot of pitches from Lujan. And Zim worked 2 walks and had the single. So she's won the battles. 1-2 pitch swung on. That one will be popped up over on the left side. Coming into foul ground is Acosta. Up the line, or down the line at third, and will get the pop out for out number 3. But Lovington does Frankenstein a run across. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It is Lovington 6, Portales 2. Lady Cat softball back in a moment.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
The Lady Cats put up a run on 3 hits, no errors. They leave 2 runs stranded in the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It is 4, 5, and 6, middle third of the order, due up for Coach Nusser's Lady Rams. So that is Espinosa, Acosta, and Maria Lujan. So Espinosa steps in 0 for 2, a 4-run lead. The 8th grader Quiroga still in the circle for Lovington. Finally got their first clean inning in the 5th. But now into the middle third, and the first pitch to Espinosa paints the outside corner, strike 1. A no ball, 1 strike count. Quiroga checks the wristband. Everybody checks the wristbands. So I'll make sure they know what's happening. And the 0-1 pitch, and that one going to sail away. Nice job by Tavera to snag it. Even if she hadn't, he said no, nobody on, no harm, no foul. And it's a 1 ball, 1 strike count. So the open stance for the cleanup hitter, Espinosa. 1-1 pitch swung on, and that one reaching for it and popping it foul and out on the right side for strike number 2. So the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Anetzi Acosta waits on deck as Ruth Espinosa leads it off here in the bottom of the 6th. Hernandez still playing very deep out and right. 1-2 pitch, and that one will be in the turf for ball 2. Well, the 2 ball, 2 strike count. Garcia playing about halfway back out in left. Ellis a couple of steps towards left out in center. And the 2-2 pitch to Espinosa swung on. That one is popped up over on the right side, and it will be off the top of the Portales dugout. So the count stays 2-2. Dunlap gave chase. If it had stayed in, I think she would have had a shot at it, to be sure. So it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count to Espinosa as Quiroga deals. That one will just roll in there. In bowling, that might have got you a strike, but in softball, it's just ball 3. Because this isn't bowling. So it's a 3 ball, 2 strike count as Espinosa works the count full. The 8th grader Quiroga fires the payoff pitch and getting just a piece of that one to stay alive as Espinosa. She struck out 10 through 5 plus. Sometimes what we've seen with Espinosa, she does tend to get sometimes a little fatigued late in games. I mean, she is just an 8th grader. And the payoff pitch again swung on, and that one going to be dinked foul over to the on-deck circle in front of the visitors' dugout. So the count remains full. Also seen that Coach McCraw doesn't have just a real long leash. He will pull in Hernandez if he thinks that Quiroga's given it all she's had. And the payoff pitch, and that one just missing outside for ball 4. Third walk issued by Quiroga, and the leadoff hitter is on for Portales. So now they're trying to get something moving here in their half of the 6th, and Etsy Acosta steps in, RBI single in the 1st, then struck out in the 3rd. She is 1 for 2. Espinosa with pretty good speed over at first. And the first pitch swung on. That could be a double play. Corral to second, over to first. In time, no! But they get the lead runner. Espinosa out 6-4. I thought Ruiz had turned it good, and Dunlap had stretched out plenty to get it. But instead, it'll be a fielder's choice, 1 down. But that was well turned. Corral to Ruiz to Dunlap, and I thought they got her, but by half a step as Maria Lujan will take a hack at strike number 1. Oh, no ball, 1 strike count. 2 up for the Lady Cats in their half of the 7th. It'll be their middle third. Tavera, Ochoa, Hernandez. A 1 pitch right down the slot, but low for ball 1. Well, 1 ball, 1 strike count. Ghosted first after the fielder's choice. 1-1 pitch on the way and took something off of that one, and it's a little late movement. It shaves the inside corner, called strike 2. So 1-2 the count. Lovington trying to go to 10-7 on the season. That one will be low for ball 2. 10-8 on the season. Wishful thinking. So the 2 ball, 2 strike count. Might get to double digits going into Friday's games against Artesia. 2-2 pitch swung on, and that one will be foul down the right field side of things. And there is a little work going on in the Lovington pen. I don't know if it's anybody actually warming up or not, but like Zoe Ellis is out maybe just warming up. Well, we could see. Oh, Quiroga deals the 2-2, swung on, and getting just a piece of that one to stay alive is Maria Lujan. So the 2 ball, 2 strike count. Lovington up by 4, 6-2 is the score. Quiroga out there battling. 2-2 pitch, and that one going to roll for ball 3. And that will run the count full for the second of 3 batters faced this inning. So the 3 ball, 2 strike count. Payoff pitch on the way, and that one is going to in there, ringer up and center down, called strike 3. 11th K of the ball game for Quiroga. And there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Now it'll be Abby Nunez to the plate. Nunez 0 for 2 in the ball game. So she steps in with 2 outs. Lovington trying to get this one to the 7th. Maybe tag another insurance run or 2 on if they can. That fastball will be away. And it will be ball number 1. So the 1-0 count. Again, Lovington leading 6-2, and the 1-0 is on the inside corner, evens things up at a ball and a strike. Some other scores coming in from other Lee County games. Of course, mentioned Hobbs winning game 1 of their doubleheader. The Hobbs girls 10-0. Hobbs boys and Roswell boys tied at 5 apiece, bottom of the 5th. 1-1 pitch, and that one will be on the inside corner. Yes, ma'am, called strike 2. Eunice boys destroyed Loving 17-4. And then you got game 1 of a doubleheader going on between Eunice and Jowl softball, and that one going to just miss inside for ball 2. Game 1 of that doubleheader. We saw Eunice knocking off Jowl 6-4. So some good games and some mild surprises. 2-2 pitch, and that one inside, ball 3. He'll give you that pitch when it's another inch over towards the left side box, but he will not give it to you right there. He has been incredibly consistent for both pitchers on where that inside corner is. So a 3 ball, 2 strike count, the payoff pitch, and that one will be low for ball 4 as Nevadas gets the 2-out walk, sends Acosta to second. 4th walk issued by Quiroga. Now Tandy Foreman to the plate. Foreman singled in the 1st and then walked and was left stranded in the 4th. And here comes Stephen McCraw. And that may be all for the right-handed 8th grader who pitched a whale of a ball game, if it is. Again, fatigue sometimes has been what we've seen with Quiroga. And, yep, we are, I do believe, going to have a pitching change, and we will. So the pitching change here at Portales. We'll take the timeout, come back, and continue as Lovington Lady Cat softball back in a moment.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media.
And nope, it was just a calm the 8th grader down, as I thought I saw somebody coming out, but I was mistaken. So they're going to leave Quiroga in, and she will face off against Foreman. And the first pitch to Foreman is on the outside and going to miss for ball number 1. 2 on, 1 out, 2 walks issued this inning. Lovington up by 4. But Portales trying to get a 2-out rally going here in the 6th. 1-0 pitch to Foreman. Fastball inside. Yes, ma'am. Even it up 1-1. 11 strikeout performance for Quiroga. She has done a good job. And the 1-1 pitch, and that one will be inside. Ball 2. Nibbling on the inside. But you don't want to nibble so much you load the bases up. Oh, a 2-ball, 1 strike count. Back to work. Quiroga deals. That one will be away and on the outside corner. Yes, ma'am. Called strike 2. So the 2-ball, 2 strike count. The 8th grader continues to battle. Lead-off walk, then a fielder's choice, then a strikeout. Then another walk gets us to this point. 2 on, 2 outs, 2-2 count. Up. Wow, the riser got her. Just nipped the top of the zone. Ring her up and set her down. And so the 12th K of the ballgame gets Quiroga out of the jam as we head to the top of the 7th inning. It is Lovington 6. Portales 2. Lady Cat Softball back on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Listen up. B&B Rentals and Services has got dumpsters. Can you believe it? 30 and 40-yard dumpsters. These guys are a contractor's dream. B&B Rentals has light plants, porta-john trash trailer combos, office trailers, emergency and recovery trailers. Conveniently located in Lovington, B&B can serve you anywhere in Lee County and the surrounding area. Find B&B Rentals LLC on social media, and if you can remember the number, call 396-1722. B&B Rentals and Services.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on for Portales in the bottom of the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th. It'll be Tavera, Ochoa, and Hernandez to the plate for your Lovington Lady Cats. Looking to go 1-0 in district. And the first pitch is high in the air to left field, but Lujan is there, and she will just take about 6 steps over towards the alley and stick up the glove and get out number 1. So the fly out to left by Tavera, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Doesn't get much more efficient than that. So now Ochoa to the plate. Infield singler last time up, and she got caught trying to steal, and she'll shoot the first one foul into the screening for strike 1. Ochoa 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Now turning into evening. A couple of infield singles. Run scored, RBI, and a strikeout. 0-1 to her at the plate. The washing machine motion and the pitch inside corner. Yes, ma'am. Strike 2. This ump has called them there for both Lujan and for Quiroga. Like clockwork. If he's going to call them, you got to swing at him. I'd say that to either team. 0-2 pitch, and that one swung on, and a little line shot starts tailing, but Espinosa reaches over and snags it on the tail for out number 2. So quickly, 2 up, 2 down for your Lady Cats, as now it'll be Nini Hernandez to the plate. Nini 1 for 3, and an RBI triple back in the 3rd, and she'll take the first pitch away for ball number 1. Reach via an error and was left stranded in the 1st, had the 2 RBI triple, was left stranded in the 3rd, and then a strikeout victim in the 5th. 1-0 pitch and off speed, inside corner. Yes, ma'am. Even it up at a ball and a strike. So the 1-ball, 1-strike count. Top of the 7th inning. Lady Cats lead by 4 and chasing one out of the zone. Hernandez now down 1-2 the count. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for Portales in their half of the 7th. 1-2 pitch and comes inside and just fights it off, and that'll be foul. That one just kind of trying to get out of the way of it, just touched the bat and went foul up the first baseline. So Hernandez will live to see another pitch. And she smiles back at Mayberry. 1-2 delivery, and that riser will be high for ball 2. So the 2-ball, 2-strike count. Probably a friendly exchange, I would guess, since the ump didn't appeal and didn't intervene. The 2-2 pitch, probably, nothing like you would have heard in the movie Major League. Pretty sure they would throw you out for that. So a 3-ball, 2-strike count to Hernandez with 2 outs. As Lujan deals the payoff pitch, swung on, and that one is popped up into shallow center. On the run is Nunez, and she will make the grab just in front of the Portales logo for out number 3. So it is 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Cats in the top of the 7th. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Lovington with the 4-run lead. Can they hang on? We'll find out. Lovington Lady Cats softball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Lovington 3 outs away from their 10th win of the season, but more importantly, opening district with the W. Standing between them and that goal will be 9-1-2. Ashley Rangel, Addison Mayberry, and Amaya Lujan. So it is 9-1-2 due up for Portales. Desiree Quiroga continues in the ring. Going to try and go the whole way. Struggled just a little bit in the 6th, but they got her calmed down, and she wound up getting her 12th K of the ball game to get out of the inning. So here we go as Rangel 0 for 2 steps in. She'll face the 8th grader Quiroga. Bottom of the 7th, 3 outs to go. And the first pitch swung on and missed, just runs the fastball by her for strike number 1. When I say 3 outs to go, unless Portales can find 4 runs. They'd really like to find 5. Lovington would like to just go ahead and get 3 up, 3 down. But anything in between can happen. And the 0-1 pitch swung on, popped up over on the left side, could be trouble. And on the run, but not able to handle it in the on-deck circle is Tavera. Was running out of real estate and really couldn't get the hand over there to clap it down on top, so it winds up being a pop strike 2. Sorry about that. Having to adjust my headset here. I'm going to turn the mic down when I do that. So a no ball, 2-strike count to Rangel. And Quiroga comes right at her, swung on and missed, got her with the riser, ring her up, set her down. 13th K of the ball game for Quiroga, and there is 1 down for Portales. But now you turn it over to their most dangerous hitter. That's Addison Mayberry. Mayberry just 1 for 3. But you like to face her with nobody on. So even if she does some damage, it's not going to hurt you that bad. Struck out her last time up, though, as Quiroga comes right at her, and that'll be a hard grounder to Ochoa. Fires across the diamond to Dunlap, who goes down on one knee and scoops it up and picks it in time. 5-3. Ochoa to Dunlap, a strong throw, and it is 2 up, 2 down for the Portales Lady Rams. Now down to their final out, and it'll be Amaya Lujan to the plate. Lujan 0 for 2, struck out her last time up. And an RBI sacrifice in the first, flew out in the third, struck out in the fifth. So Portales down to their final 3 strikes, and the first pitch will roll in there for ball number 1. And in bowling, that might have resulted in a strike, but this isn't bowling. So a 1 ball, no strike count, nobody on, 2 down. Lovington looking for their 10th win of the season and looking to go 1-0 in 4-4A district play at the start of it. And the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. Took a little bit off of that one, and Lujan knows that she misfired on one that she probably could have tattooed as the wind's still blowing in, but it has way died down. So a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Gedoga back working quickly and gets her with a riser inside. Swung on and missed. That'll be strike number 2. So a pitcher-on-pitcher duel with 2 down in Lovington with the 4-run lead. As Gedoga checks off on the wristbands and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Ringer up, center down. That'll do it. It is 1-2-3 and the 14th K of the ball game for the 8th grader Desiree Quiroga. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Lovington will improve to 10-8 on the season. They will drop Portales to 7-10, but more importantly, Lovington 1-0 in district. Going to Artesia on Friday, 5 o'clock for the start of that doubleheader. Let's go ahead and give you the final line in this one for your victorious Lovington Lady Cats. They get 6 runs on 10 hits, no errors committed, and they leave 6 runners out on the base paths. For Portales, they get 2 runs on 4 hits, they commit an error, and they leave 6 out on the bases. Give Desiree Quiroga the win as she goes the entire distance, 14 Ks in the ball game to go along with 4 walks, and both of the runs were earned. The loss will go to Amaya Lujan, who also went the whole way with 5 strikeouts and 3 walks in the losing effort. So the Lady Cats, we will be back with you on Friday night, I believe on the Lee County News and Sports YouTube channel, but just we'll be on the front page of HobbsAmerica.com to be sure. Don will have the call for you on that one. I'll be with the Lovington boys Friday night, but we will have the girls for you coming up too. So with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on this one as the Lady Cats put 6 on the board and down Portales 6-2. For Tiffany V, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. For my partner in crime, Don Morgan, on assignment tonight, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Portales. This has been an exclusive presentation of New Allmark Digital and KZOR Sports. Good night, everybody. We'll see you Friday.